Hey guys, how's it going? So the buffs just came out for E7, the most recent one, which was really hype actually, with like ML Kayron, ML Ken, Eligos, Beehoo, Pyllis, ML Khawazu, Moon Bunny. I might be missing one in there, but we'll go over some of these. So first, let me just talk about Eligos. Let me just jump right into this. I think Eligos' buff was actually pretty big. The big things that they did is they gave him this really cool increase hit chance buff, which is completely unique. No other character in the game has this, and it's actually really good. Makes it so that as a cleave opener, or even if you don't use a cleave opener, just a character that's able to deal with fast units to stop them, he's able to hit Aiden and Karina, which is a huge deal. He's a terrible character normally against blue units, but the fact that he gets the extra 50% chance means he can hit anyone really easily. Now, the problem is, a lot of these characters might have resist or might be kind of hard to deal with. Even some ML Lilius have resist nowadays. So you might actually need to use his soul burn, which is a little bit awkward. But when he works, he really, really works, because also this ability does a crazy amount of damage. They increase the amount of damage that it does with the buff. So he actually hits pretty hard. The one problem is he gets perception after the bomb, which is like the stupidest idea ever. He should get the perception before the bomb. But other than that, I think that they actually made a pretty good change for him. I think he's pretty decent. His damage is pretty solid. The only problem is he needs some really good speed gear, and most of the time you can't really delegate some of your good speed gear to a character like Eligos when there's so many other insane characters you put them on, especially for cleave. But I do think that he actually has a spot in the game now, and the fact that he's able to deal with characters like Aiden and be able to hit Karina and Defense Breaker, I think is a really big deal. And it combos into some of your other units or teams, which I think is really great. I actually really like that a lot. Next, I really want to just talk about ML Ken. Actually, let's first talk about Moon Bunny, since she's right here. I think Moon Bunny is one of the biggest winners of the entire balance patch. I think this character went from being basically completely worthless in RTA, but some people thought, oh, she's really good in Arena or Guild War or something. I think she became insanely good in RTA. I think she actually seems really useful. I'm currently using Soul Consolation on her for the extra CR push and more FRES. So I end up being at like, I don't know, close to around like 220 FRES or something. I wanted to make her kind of fast so she would always be able to speed up the team, even if the opponent didn't use an extra turn ability. But so far, using her against ML Lilius has been amazing. She gives a crazy amount of buff. She cleanses the whole team, gives immunity, skill null, and then when she uses her turn, she gives attack buff and barrier. She gives a crazy amount of buffs for one character that actually makes it so that the ML Lilius user is not getting that much of an advantage, because the whole thing is normally they get the attack increase and the defense increase from Vigor. I almost said Virgo. But Moon Bunny is giving you so many bonuses that I think it actually offsets the ML Lilius's strengths, which is really big. Also against Payra it works, where if she uses her skill 2 into skill 3, you also get to do it as well. So I think that's a really big deal that there's another character that's actually good into those, because now we have Moon Bunny, Dominiel, and we have Ocean Breeze Lilica. Ocean Breeze Lilica is kind of the more defensive one, while Moon Bunny is the more offensive one, and I really like it. I think that she's done a great job though so far, and I think we might see a lot more of her in the future, and having more options to deal with ML Lilius, who's in almost every single game I play, I think is a huge deal. Next, let's just talk about Khawazu real quick. This is not the correct artifact on him. You really want either Gators is like the more free-to-play option, I guess, and then the more whale option is Benny Mara's artifact Tachi. But this is kind of how I have my Khawazu set up. I think he's fine. They only slightly increased his S3 damage explosion, like a really tiny amount. I really don't think it's amazing. I think it's helpful, but I wish that they increased it a tiny bit more. But he did need some little increase in the damage at least. Next is Martial Artist Ken. So I was really hyped about the changes. I don't like that the new character, whatever her name is, NyQuil or whatever, I don't like that she's really good against him. That kind of pisses me off, actually. But I think that ML Ken's change is actually really sizable, and I really like it. I think ideally you would want a Destruction Pen set on him, but what's so cool about him now is not only does it do a ton of damage when he gets crit, and now he actually defense pens, but being able to always just constantly counterattack the other people is such a huge deal, and landing those provokes. And they also made it so that, now his skill 3 doesn't have the soul burn, instead skill 1 does, but they upped his skill 3 damage to do as much damage as the soul burn. So you don't lose any damage, you essentially are just gaining damage on it, which I think is pretty cool. I just realized I don't even have this maxed. I probably should max it. But basically, I think that MLK works as sort of like an anchor for your team sometimes, where if the opponent's trying to deal with like your aggressive team, you can slam the MLK and then they're like, okay, I don't know how to fight him now. I also think that he's able to deal with Landy pretty nicely. He does a ton of damage to her, which is great. He's able to just punish these characters that don't build F-res. That said, if the opponent has someone like Khawazu and has immunity, then he's much less effective because then they're never going to attack him until they actually want to just kill him, pretty much. But I think he has some weaknesses still. This is not the most insane build you're going to see. I think I would up his health a little bit and up his damage a bit. And I don't think he really needs immunity set. You have to make sure you're on Sigurd's though. But I actually think that he genuinely has a place in the game right now, which is really exciting. Because he's always just been so bad. And being able to ignore the anti-crit is such a huge deal in the current meta with Landy running all over the place. So I like her a lot. So let me just next talk about Kayron. So I don't have Kayron because I'm a scrub. I'm a loser who was in another country, Japan, when he came out, and I didn't roll for him. And he was trash. Now Kayron is actually looking like a pretty decent unit. I actually think that Kayron might be a pretty good character. I don't think he's like god tier from what I've seen, but I think for the slow players, I think he actually became a really useful tool in their roster. I've fought against him a few times and he kind of bodied me a couple of times, but the big thing is he's kind of like one of those characters where you just protect them and they do the big boom, like Landy, etc. But the difference is he's not just an RNG crapshoot. You can play around protecting him, around giving him defenses or F-res, or just really protecting him with your whole team rather than just hoping for RNG. And he doesn't have as many direct like hard counter characters that just insta-kill him. You obviously pick him later in the draft, right? He's not going to be amazing into Lionheart, Sarmia, and stuff like that, but his lifesteal works really well too to just keep him alive, I've found. I've done some matches of him versus MLK, and he seems to beat MLK, sadly. But I think that he has a place in the game, and that's way more than could ever be said before. The fact that he can use his skill 3 whenever he wants, when before you pretty much had to wait till it was full stacks, it was all or nothing. But now he's able to just use it at, like, let's say 6 stacks to try and finish off a certain unit, or like maybe their team is kind of low to finish them off. I think it's a huge deal. So I think they did a really good job. Also, the new artifact that comes from Green Lilius's banner, whatever it's called, the one that gives F-res and extra damage, I think seems perfect for him. So he got an indirect buff from that as well, which I think is great. So I think Kayron is not like crazy or anything from what I can tell. He seems like decent, but I think he seems like a pretty good unit. I think a lot of people are going to have a ton of fun with him. And I think it's the same with MLK, where I think they're both now good enough that you can actually use them. You can actually play with the characters you like and actually have fun with them. You're not just going to feel like you're kneecapped every time you pick them. So I think that's actually a pretty huge for both of them. Let's see, next is Crescent Moon Rin. So you're going to notice mine looks kind of slow. But I would say Crescent Moon Rin is all right. I'm not really going to say that much more than that, because I think she's good in that she's a fast character that's able to disable the opponent. But one thing I don't like is it's still just 15%. If the stun doesn't go out, you feel like you got screwed. Also, I don't like that she doesn't give immunity anymore. I think the increased crit damage is awesome, but I find a lot of the time you would pick her, you might pick someone like Moon Bunny. Like, let's say you pick her against Peyra or Lilius or something like that. Well, I would rather just pick Moon Bunny against them, I think. The crit damage is awesome, but it feels like she is a one-and-done character. Like, you use this ability, and then she's not really going to do anything for the rest of the match ever. Like, that's kind of it. That's kind of all she's ever going to do. While a character like Moon Bunny, I feel like provides so much more up front, and then she actually is able to wrap around sometimes, and she even has like the sleeps and stuff, which I think is cool. A lot of people in chat right now are mad that I said 302 is slow. Well, you know, if I put really fast gear on this character and I was on a fast account, she would be like 320 speed. That's what all the whales I fight have, okay? So I'm just being realistic here, okay? I'm sorry to offend anybody, but that's just the reality of the situation. But I think she's a decent character. The fact that she works with characters like ML Pavel to activate them and cleave, I think, is a big deal too. So I actually really like that as well. But I think characters like her and Eligos could possibly use some of the aggressive or cleave kind of team. And I think that they're really cool. So Yeah, I just put her in Grace of Growth for now because I don't really trust the character at the moment. But that's kind of how I feel about her. And I think that's pretty much all the characters that I tried or saw much of. I saw a Beehoo. Beehoo didn't really do anything crazy. Like, he's essentially the same exact thing, but he's a little more efficient. Before, he had all this stupid RNG in his S1, which was just garbage. Really stupid idea. But now that he's consistent, I think he's actually a decent counter to some characters such as Briar Witch Asari and stuff, which I think is really big. Being able to just make sure you strip the stealth off of certain units and strip immunity is really big. I really like that. And I think he's just a solid unit overall. Able to also do a lot of damage to characters like Emma Landy makes him really cool too. And if more burn characters come in the future, then he'll synergize as well, which I like. As for Pyllis, I did not see any of her. I did not try her out. I think she's probably slightly better. It's going to help against like Emma Landy or something, but I really don't think it's that big of a deal overall. I don't think that they really put her in the meta or anything like that. But anyways, I think that's pretty much my thoughts on all of the buffed characters. If I drastically change my mind, I might actually put up another video about some of them, possibly. We'll have to see. But I don't think it's likely that any of these characters are suddenly going to come out with a surprise and like, oh, ML Ken is now soloing every team 1v4. But essentially, that's kind of all my thoughts. So anyways, thanks so much for watching the video, and I'll see you next time. There's no way this guy S2s. Yeah. Okay, I was wrong. Huh. Well, he pushed above the attack buff, which is kind of awkward, but I think it's okay. Yeah, now what, though? My team is just chilling. So this isn't gonna kill. My Khawazu needs a different artifact. I need Tachi on him or something. If I had Tachi... 9,400. Seems pretty good overall, actually. This could be a problem. Well, actually, he's too scared to use it on Ken. That's my... Yeah, okay. Okay, we can do this. We can totally do this. I hope it crits. Didn't crit. Oh, wait. Oh. They all have barrier skill null. Okay, yeah, it's over. So he's on Hostess of the Banquet. That's the new Green Lilius artifact. Makes sense. Okay, Moon Bunny gives me 1,000,000 buffs. She actually gives more buffs than like any other character. It's kind of crazy.
I'll teach you a lesson. Let me tell you your fortune.
Wait, what if they stun ML Ken though? If they have a bunch of effectiveness, I could be in trouble. Okay, that didn't do anything. Please don't be a high... Oh god, she has like no health. Oh, okay, they don't have any faith in themselves. That's good. That's good for me. They have no faith. Okay, she procs. He punches, does 0 damage, and he resists. Not surprising. We can't save her. Well, that didn't do anything. Okay, so we should punch her and provoke her. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Odds are. My Moon Bunny's on like 276. Moon Bunny's so good right now, I think. Hey, cut that out. Ooh, okay, we got the provoke. That's big. That's really big. Yeah, I kind of want to just go for the skill 3 for damage. I don't know if that's a bad idea, but it should hit pretty hard. That definitely did a lot of damage. Poor Moon Bunny, I'm sorry. Yeah, a lot of damage there, and then Lionheart Sermi is going to do a ton too. Hey, settle down. No! 10! Oh my...
Those who stray from the path of righteousness shall be punished.
Oh my god, you idiot! That's so bad. Oh my... That's a disaster. That's an absolute disaster. You really have effectiveness on her? Oh wait, you don't have effectiveness on her. You were just RNGing me.
I'll teach you a lesson.
It's fine. Wait, check this out. Check out Ken. Let him go to work. Okay, they actually have a giant barrier. Okay, that's a lot of damage. And now she attacks. Hey, don't duel. We don't have Sigurd's proc or anything, but that does do a good... Oh, my... My health bar is gone. This is kind of bad. I don't know how much health this Kayron has, but he's gonna kill me. Wait, I think I'm dead. Kayron's about to just kill me. I think I'm just dead. I don't think there's anything I can do. Holy sacrifice and counter? Come on, bro. Dude, he's actually gonna proc here. And it pushes him up, doesn't it? If my Ken survives the initial hit and counters... Oh. Well. Okay, well, you got me. Okay, check this out. It looks bad because she's gonna instantly kill our tank, but this is actually like the easiest win of my entire life. Like, I've never even seen such an easy win. It's actually crazy. Freest win in existence right here. Get ready. If I was on Soul Constellation, I would have pushed up enough, but we don't even care. Doesn't matter. Yoha, I'm sorry, Yoha, but we don't even need you in this match. You're only gonna make this showcase here even easier to show. Oh wow, I'm... please tell me my Luluka takes the turn first. No, wait, but they push more! That's kind of a problem, isn't it? Like, that's kind of bad.
My turn now. This is getting exciting. You're not half bad.
We're fine, right? Oh, get him, Ken! Wow, that actually did damage. I'm surprised.
I'll take you all down.
Wait, we totally got this. No! Wait, no, it's fine. It's fine. That's actually good. That's actually totally fine because now she strips the buffs and Ken is gonna slaughter her. And now Ken is defense buff. He's insane. Ken is insane. He's crazy. He's a madman. She's provoked. This is gonna hurt a lot, but she's also blinded. Take a look at this. Okay, that actually kind of hurt. We're not gonna heal much there. Okay, that was actually kind of bad now that I think about it. Also, she didn't get silenced. Sick game. That's not very good. He's thinking, do I S1 or S3? Okay, they're going for it. If this crits Ken, that would be good. Oh, okay. Get the hell off me.
Like I said, I know.
Get the hell out of here, dude.
Just a moment. I'll be right with you.
Okay, we push.
I don't fight weaklings.
This is a little bit awkward, isn't it? I think that this list is kind of hard to deal with. Yeah, see, we can't actually kill them there. He has defense buff vigor, so he's still tanky, and he has anti-crit still. Am I gonna be okay? Okay, we just healed a ton, so that's good. She's gonna heal a bunch though. Yeah, that didn't work. Hey, Too Easy, thanks for gifting 5 subs, dude. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Oh, this is gonna hurt.
Oh yeah, we're unstoppable.
This is gonna really hurt. Thanks, Too Easy. I appreciate it. Oh no!
You a lesson.
Oh, stop! Oh my god! Wait, is he? This isn't gonna kill. He's dead. Big mistake, buddy. Big mistake, Buster Brown. You should have skill 1 soul burn. You're done in this town. Die! Okay, well, she doesn't die, but then she dies.
I've got it.
I actually just Ken soloed. Oh my. Is Ken broken? Oh, baby. Alrighty, he's on Tachi, so he's pretty scary.
All that you have. Glory of Perlin.
So they use this. We got all these sick buffs.
I'll take your life.
I
won't fall.
Fortunately, that doesn't do anything. I think we might be okay. They just gave defense buff to Karina, which is terrifying if I was going for her, but I don't think I'm going for her first, so I think it's okay. I think we go on him. Yeah, that doesn't do enough damage, so we're fine. And then I think we just take him out. I don't think he can survive this. And even if he does, I think we're fine. Well, maybe we're not fine if he survives, but I'm pretty sure he's done. Yeah, he's gone. Yeah, Moon Bunny, look, she's already moving along that CR bar with the Soul Constellation. She's pretty good. I really like how good Moon Bunny is right now. I actually think they did a really good job with her. She gives $5 to the team. Like, it's insane, right? She's 276 speed right now with a bunch of res.
I'll teach you a lesson.
Can I sleep her? I don't actually have effectiveness, so it's pretty unlikely.
Power of all.
Pretty nice, though. I'm actually going to S1 him, because he hasn't S3'd yet.
This is a joke.
Get some injury there.
Taste
So,
despair.
she's going to S1, which pushes up my Lionheart, and she has speed buff, so she's 100% getting to use all her stuff. If this does enough damage, he's just dead. They do have Vigor, though. This probably won't do enough, but it'll hurt a lot. It's going to do a ton.
I will cut you down.
Oh, it actually took him out in 1 hit. Okay, well, I'll take it. I'm just going to finish this off. Look at that. Moon Bunny is like a super offensive version of Luluka. Summer Luluka. She's a super aggro version.
I got you.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything you can do anymore. Not bad, Moon Bunny. Oh, resistance to... Holy crap, my team's health bar. Oh, we got him. Nice, nice, nice.